Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. Was Russ wrong? Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the report that came out per The Athletic, it says that before Russell Wilson was traded from the Seahawks to the Broncos before last season, he went to Seahawks ownership and asked if GM John Snyder could be fired, and could Pete Carroll be fired? And clearly the Seahawks said, you know what, Russ, we want to go ahead and let you go. And they went ahead and traded him. So my biggest thing here, was Russ really the problem? So I'm just going to dive into this rabbit hole a minute or two. So you got to think, everything that Russell has done throughout his seasons in Seattle, we're talking about winning a Super Bowl, losing a Super Bowl, being a part of one of the best teams possible of all time, having a collection of success individually, making spectacular plays on SportsCenter every night, being thought of as one of the top 5 quarterbacks during his prime. And now all this stuff continuously drips out from Marshawn Lynch to essentially Pete Carroll to John Snyder to essentially having Richard Sherman call him out. It's a number of things that have been happening negatively to Russ. I don't care if it's piling on. Some could say it's piling on, but you got to think, where there's smoke, there's fire. No matter if it's his past team or his prior team, there's been people to call him out. So the question is Russ really the problem? Is Russ really worth the headache? And you got to ask yourself, for what he's been able to do in Denver so far, that sample size that we saw, versus what he's been able to do in Seattle, that's a little night and day-ish, a cup of coffee versus a cup of tea. So you got to think, is Russ really the issue? As of right now, I'm going to have to lean towards yes. It's a lot of negative talk, a lot of negative chatter, a lot of, you can call it black noise, white noise, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of stuff seemingly goes unsolved around Russell Wilson. No matter if teammates feel like they can't talk to him, he has an office in the building, his own personal office that Sean Payton says he no longer has, his own personal area in the facility where no one else could come. It's just a lot of things that are diva-esque. So at my point, and I'm asking is Russ worth it at this point in time? If you're a Denver Broncos fan, or if you're an NFL team, would you want Russ as your quarterback? Right now, the answer is no. If you can't lead those guys in the locker room and they don't respect you, they don't respect your vision, they don't respect your play calling, your voice, they don't want to hang out with you. That's kind of the camaraderie in the NFL. So it's tough. It's tough hearing all this stuff. I don't know if it's true or not because he's denying it. His agent is denying it. His PR team is denying it. Everybody in Russell's camp is denying it. They say it never happened. So it's tough. Somebody's lying. So I don't know if it's Pete Carroll on them. I don't know if it's the Seahawks on them. I don't know if it's Russ on them. But somebody's lying. So I don't know. There's no real way for us to know unless there was a paper trail or something. Unless the Seahawks come out and say it. So get in the comment section. Do you think Russ is the problem? Do you think the Seahawks were the problem? Do you think Pete Carroll and John Snyder were the problem? Put the comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the updates on all the breakdowns. And we'll see you on the next video.